Now that students have tested, the next piece is effective interventions. The latest research tells us that in order for students to close gaps, catch up, and experience the most success with grade level lessons, they must work on instruction that is relevant to their specific needs. Classworks uses both the assessment data and the weekly progress monitoring data to automatically assign lessons that meet each student exactly where they're ready to learn in an evidence-based learning progression. While students are automatically assigned lessons in Classworks, it is still super important for you to go in and monitor your students' data and have regular check-ins with them. Now let's jump into Classworks so I can show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's walk through how we can monitor our students. As a teacher, I'm logged into Classworks and I'm on the Individualized Learning tab. I'm in my school and I've also selected my class. Now I have a nice view of how each of my students are doing overall, and we're really looking right here. So green is good, yellow is watch, they're not doing amazing, but they're also not doing terrible, and red is take action. So I'm going to start with my students who are in the red. So let's jump in and see what these students are working on. Let's start here with Lily. So to go into Lily's profile, we're going to click View Detail. So now here we're in Lily, we're on Individualized Learning, and this is that recommended skills, this is that evidence-based learning progression that has been assigned to Lily based on the assessment data that she's taken. This is meeting her exactly where she's ready to learn. So students, they're not going to see all of this, and we'll go to their view in a little bit, but they're automatically just going to start with this first recommended skill. As they work through that, they're going to continue to build on those skills as they work through the progression. Each time new assessment data comes in, whether that's with the weekly progress monitoring probes, if you are progress monitoring your students, or if that's additional assessment data feeding in, it's going to automatically update this progression. So you can see here, short vowel I has been turned on. It could have been another teacher turning that on, adding it into her learning progression, or she might have taken her weekly progress monitoring probe and it says that she needs to work on this. So instead of moving here, Lily's automatically going to be assigned this one the next time. So that's kind of how this learning progression works, to ensure that Lily's constantly working on what she needs to work on and building on those skills, beginning at the lower grade levels and working her way up to grade level. Classworks units of instruction are designed to give the student multiple ways to interact with the skills to mastery. Each unit includes some direct instruction to introduce or reteach the skill, 3 to 5 game-based activities, and a quick formative check for mastery. You have the ability to jump into these hyperlinks so you can see exactly what the student is working on. You can also track their progress within the units by expanding the unit right here with the little plus sign. You can see everything that they were working on within this unit, the score on all the different pieces, the total time on task, and the completion date. So what we can see here is Lily spent 8 seconds on that mini lesson, an hour on the first S-blend game, 12 minutes on the L-blend game, and so on. As a teacher, you could reassign the units that the student did not master. So you can either reassign this entire unit, or you can say, I'm going to reassign the mini lesson because she spent 8 seconds, and then I'm going to reassign the quick quiz because I want to see if she can master this unit. Before reassigning, we recommend conferencing with that student and seeing what's going on. Why did it take her an hour to complete the S-blend game? Did she not watch the tutorial and understand how it worked? Why did she spend 8 seconds on the mini lesson? At that point, you can let Lily know that you're going to reassign the mini lesson and the quick quiz and remind her to take her time reading through that mini lesson. We also recommend that you watch the Modeling a Unit for Students video, which can be found in our Help Center at help.classworks.com and by searching for modeling a unit in the search bar. You can view why the skill was assigned by clicking History. And this is our demo site, so it's a little crazy, but it was initially assigned because of that language arts progress monitoring probe that Lily took. And you also have the ability to view the state standards addressed in each lesson by clicking State Standards. And we are a Georgia-based company, which is why you are seeing Georgia standards versus your state, but you will see your state when you look at your students. And finally, you have access to Classworks' entire learning progression here under All Skills. You can sort by domain, so let's say word analysis, and add specific skills to Lily's learning path, which will show up in the correct teachable order for Lily. So let's say she needs a little bit more second grade material. We can just turn it on right here. From a student view, when the student logs in, this is what they are going to see. In order for them to work on their individualized learning progression, you're going to have them go under Instruction to begin an assignment. And then they're going to go right here under Lessons Just for Me. Depending on what day of the week it is, they may be working on their language arts lessons just for me, or they may be working on their math lessons just for me. So you'll go in and say, hey, hop in and work on your language arts lessons for me. They're going to click Start Assignment, and they're automatically going to jump in and start working on that unit. Now, as a reminder, help.classworks.com has a lot of great resources if you need some additional information. You can click on Individualized Learning and see some popular articles, get that overview. So definitely use help.classworks.com. You can also click on this little pink question mark and chat with one of our Classworks Success team members. So definitely take advantage of our Help Center and our chat. We are here to help you, and we want to ensure that you have a successful implementation.